Okay, so now you guys should still have your reading and writing toolboxes. We're going to be adding a few more things to that, kind of building on top of what we did the other day. So, for today, we're going to understand the importance of addressing the problems we might find with text comprehension. Who can tell me what text comprehension is? What is a text? Dylan?
I'm pretty sure it's...
Is it like a text message you get on your phone?
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Not quite. What's text, guys? Sam? Blake, what do you think?
Like having text to text or text to word and text to book.
Yep, you're thinking of how you can link it, but what is the text part? Good job, you remember that from last time, is the linking it part. But what is the actual text though, Nate?
Probably write someone and then I try and write someone that is our context. You're writing someone and you're sending it.
Kind of text you're writing to someone, you send it? No, you're still kind of thinking of a phone text message. Good.
Yeah, I'm not writing.
It's a text of like what? Forgot.
I do not know.
Text. Like, no, not texting
Not text
somebody.
on the
No,
phone.
a book, guys. A textbook, right?
Oh.
Or a story. Anything with words that creates a story or anything like that is a text. We have up in social media and texting and cell phones and different things like that where we think just sending a text message, but theoretically, would that be text? Yeah, because you're typing words and sending it and someone has to receive it and read it, correct? But we're talking about like book work and things like that. So today, we're going to use summarizing, asking questions, predicting, and demanding clarity while we read the story. We're going to learn about those three things. And two of them we already know about, right? Summarizing and predicting, right? So, I want you to choose one of these underlined words above it, and then write down what you think that means in your toolbox, your reading and writing toolbox. It'll take about a minute to do that. So you can choose any one. And two of them we already talked about, summarizing and predictions. Those ones you use, that's fine.
Just rewrite them down.
You pick one word, and then write down what you think it means. Just kind of a definition in your own words. And if you have no idea, just try your best.
Where do we write that?
Write anywhere on your paper. So there's summarizing, asking questions, predicting, and demanding clarity. Right? What do you think it is? What do you think this will be? Anywhere on there.
Anyway.
Dylan, right here.
Oh, that was...
Choose one of the underlined words. Then write down what you think it means. What word did you come up with, Josh? Summarizing? Okay. What do you think it means? Just kind of jot it down. What do you think summarizing means then? Okay, if you're still working, that's fine. Okay, who chose summarizing? What do you think that means? Summarizing.
When you summarize a book up and tell what happened.
Yeah, basically telling the main points is what happened. Perfect. Asking questions. Who chose that? Brooke?
You're saying stuff.
You're saying stuff. Okay, yeah. Well,
Well,
what
you're
is the stuff
asking
you're
the
saying?
teacher.
You're asking the teacher? Yep, that could be part of it. What else?
What is this for?
What do you mean? Like, what are we doing the assignment for? Yeah. What are we doing this for? Also, it could be asking questions about what you just read. Like today, we're going to ask questions about 3 different sections on what we read. Predicting, who chose that?
Wait, I don't know.
Who knows what predicting is? Blake, or Bailey?
Guessing before something actually happens.
Yeah, trying to guess before something actually happens. And demanding clarity, what do we think that means? Demand clarity. Nate?
I was, well, I said asking questions, I wrote something.
You wrote something for asking questions? Well, what about for demanding clarity? What do you think that means? Demand. What does that mean?
Telling someone that we have to do something.
Yep, you're kind of telling someone something. What does clarity mean, bro?
Clarity.
Yeah? What do you think?
Clearing something.
Clearing something up. Try and get understanding. So you're demanding understanding. You want to understand what you just read, right? Okay, good job. Okay, so the first one is summarize. Go ahead. This should already actually be from the last lesson, I believe.
Yeah.
And you can write, if you don't have it or anything, you can write summarize down and rewrite this. So, when we summarize, good readers and writers, they summarize what they have just read. So, if you're reading a short story, you might break it down, and today we're going to break it down into 3 sections and summarize each one of those sections. Okay. So here's a picture, and it says what? Read it for me.
Just need the main idea.
I just need the main ideas. He's got a big, long piece of paper here, and he's going through it. I just need the main ideas. That's what summarizing is. Getting the main ideas. So we summarize by saying, from what I have read so far, I can tell that this. Dylan.
That I know what I'm doing.
That you know what you're doing. You know what you read. You understand what you read. Nice job. Yep. Does everyone have an idea what summarize is?
Yeah.
Okay. The next one is question generating or asking questions. So you can write that down in your toolbox or on the paper somewhere. Question generating or asking questions. And what do good readers and writers do? They ask questions about what they just read. If there's something they don't understand, they ask the question. So write that down. Good readers and writers ask questions about what they have just read. Or you can just put ask questions about reading. Summarize it up.
Should we write all that down?
No, just not the first, number 1. And then after you have the question, what do you if you have a question, what do you think should be done with the question next? Dylan?
If you're like gonna write down what you're gonna answer would be that you have to rewrite your sentence saying, I will explain this book is good, but you have to write down like details for what you medically read.
Okay, so you need to write down details, which would be what? Answering. When you have a question, you have to answer the question, right? But yeah, you would answer it by writing down details, absolutely. So make sure,
I always want to take a nap tomorrow.
I already want to take a nap tomorrow. Right? Doesn't that sound like a good
That's
idea?
me right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, but now you can ask yourself a question. what does that really have to do with anything? Right? Because did anyone think of that? Did you ask the question, what does this have to do with anything?
No.
I thought to myself, like,
You thought it to yourself, sure. You're asking questions. What does that have to do with anything? So let's answer it.
it doesn't have to.
Because I'm tired. I'm so tired now. I'm not ready for a nap. Ready for a nap tomorrow. We had the question. We answered it. So we ask questions by saying, I wonder what would happen if this person lost their wallet. If that's part of the story that we're reading. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Predicting is the next one. So write that down in your toolbox or on the paper somewhere. So, good readers and writers predict, right? Good readers and writers are going to make predictions about what will happen next in the story or what's going to happen next in the book. And then you can see if you're right. Could the prediction be asking a question?
Yes.
Do you think? Yeah, it sure can. You could think, I wonder, you guys read Percy Jackson. I have yet to read that book, nor have I watched the movies. So, my apologies. I know.
I
I know.
that movie.
I know.
Me too.
I own them.
So you can make predictions, ask questions, right? And then you get kind of two things in one. You can ask questions about the prediction.
Excuse me, Mr. Edwards?
Yes,
May I please have Brooke down to the office for pictures?
you got it.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Have a good day, Brooke.
You too.
Look at paper.
No.
So, this young man here, he has a little bubble cloud right by his head. I think...
You okay?
There. No. Good readers and writers try to make good guesses about what will happen next. I think the character will end up saving his life. I bet that the girl will find her purse. I suppose that
Bad guy's gonna be put in jail.
the bad guy will get put in jail. Next, I think the leader of the bad guys will then get put in jail, right? Sure, so we try and predict. Guess what's next, and then as we read, see if we were right. So predict by saying, I think that bad guys will get put in jail will happen next. So you can always use that sentence. That's how we predict it. Demanding clarity. This one's might be a little bit difficult to wrap your mind around, but we'll get it all figured out. This is using what we don't know, and if you don't know something, you could highlight it or underline it on a page, and then ask your teacher about what it means. It could be a single word, it could mean a phrase. So, demanding clarity. In the beginning, we're going to be lost, confused, unsure, unclear, and perplexed. Who know what perplexity means? Perplexed. One of us did. Now we all know it. It means confused, right? So, next time you're confused in Mr. Edwards' room, I want you to raise your hand that Mr. Edwards, I am perplexed by the story. Right? Big words. Right? So, good readers and writers, make sure they know what a certain topic or phrase or word is in the story. So, in order to demand clarity, make sure you know what the story is talking about. So, demanding clarity means make sure we know what the story is talking about. So we say, I don't understand, but I think this means, and then answer the question. And if you're right, then very good job. You made a good guess as to what you were confused about. And if you're wrong, that's what we have teachers for. You can ask them, and they will make sure we guide you and make sure you know what that word or that phrase or the story is kind of about. Who's all still ready? Okay. You can summarize this. So good writers demanding clarity is make sure you know what it's about. There's only 4.
So I have this like one favorite TV show. There's Duck Dynasty,
Okay?
and I have no clue what it means of happy, happy, happy. What Phil says.
What Phil says when he says happy, happy, happy.
Yeah.
It just means they're going to do an event that makes them very happy, or they did something that made them very happy. Like, what do you think would make Phil very happy?
Hunting.
Hunting,
And
right
fishing.
there. Hunting and fishing. So, therefore, if Phil's getting all his stuff together to go out hunting, he's going to be very happy, 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 right?
And wear lots of camo.
And wear lots of camo, sure.
I didn't
So
make
last night, I was packing for my vacation for spring break, and that was making me happy, happy, happy. Right? Because I know it's getting close. Thursday morning.
What are you doing here?
Lucky.
What?
I've got it, right? So once we figure out clarity and have the answer to it,